Christ is the center of all things. He is the first and the most important thing in our lives. God always needs to be first in all things. In our time, in our conversation, in our thoughts, in our actions, our entertainment, our attitude, our decisions, God always needs to be first. Always.
Proverbs 3:6 says, acknowledge God in all of your ways. Not some of your ways, not just the big things. If you'll start acknowledging God in all of your ways, He will crown your efforts with success. That means when you get up in the morning, acknowledge God. Good morning, Lord. I love you today. Lord, I wouldn't be alive without your goodness. When you see your children, God, thank you for these amazing children. At the office, Lord, thank you for your favor. Thank you that I excel at what you've called me to do. Even mowing the lawn, Lord, thank you that I'm healthy and strong. This should be a lifestyle where it's so ingrained in us, it's automatic. Anything you do, you include God. You've developed that habit of acknowledging Him. That's when God will fight your battles. That's when God will make the crooked places smooth.
We need to be careful that we always keep God first place in our life. And really, how do we know that we're doing that? Well, we spend time with Him regularly. Not occasionally when you get time, but you give Him the first part of your time. For me, I love to give God the first time in the morning. I know that's different for different people depending on what stage of life they're in. When I had little kids at home, I couldn't spend as much time as I can now. But God can be in your thoughts and in your conversation all throughout the day. You can talk to Him about anything, anywhere, anytime.
Prayer is simply talking to God. Sometimes religion makes things complicated. Makes us think we had to pray these long, fancy these and thous prayers. No, talk to God in your everyday language. If you talk country, the good news is God talks country. If you talk New York, God talks New York. He understands you. We don't, but He does. When you pray, talk to God like you're talking to your best friend. Tell Him your needs, your concerns, ask Him for help, and then thank Him for what He's already done. Our praise should outweigh our petitions. Don't spend your whole quiet time telling God your problems, your needs. He already knows your needs. Take time to thank Him.
Thank God all the time. I mean, our thank yous need to far outweigh our petitions. You can thank God for little things, for big things. You can thank Him for things that you've had for a long time. Thank Him for something He does for you that's brand new. Thank Him for Himself, not just what He does for you. Where would we be without God?
My parents taught me the importance of honoring God. I wasn't perfect. I made plenty of mistakes. But for as long as I can remember, I would get up every morning and take a moment and thank God for that day and ask Him for wisdom and protection. Every day I would read a chapter in my Bible. Didn't always understand it, still don't. And I'm the pastor of a big church. God has not blessed me because I'm the smartest, the most talented, the most skilled. God has blessed me because I've made it a goal to seek Him, to please Him, to honor Him. I still take the first half hour of every day to thank God for His goodness, read my Bible and pray. I ask every day, God, let everything I do today bring honor to your name. God has taken me places that I've never dreamed of. He's blessed our family more than I can imagine. And I'd love to tell you I'm just that smart. I'm just that talented. I'm just an overachiever. No, I've done my part to develop what God's put in me, but I know the blessings, the favor, the honor has come because I've done my best to diligently seek God, to keep Him first place in my life. That's what I'm asking you to do. Jesus said in Matthew 6, seek first the kingdom of God. That word seek is a strong word. One definition is to require as a vital necessity. You have to see spending time with God as being vital to living a victorious life. Because some mornings we think, I don't want to get up early. I don't feel like reading my Bible. I don't feel like going to church today. But once you get in a habit and you see the benefits of how you feel refreshed and restored, you make better decisions, you're more creative, you have God's favor, then you'll think, I can't afford not to do it. When I don't spend time with God, I don't feel right. Something is missing. It says, seek first. That indicates take time for God at the start of the day.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God. And seek is a very strong word. It means to crave and pursue and go after. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His way of being and doing, and all of these other things will be added to you besides. You know, if you call yourself a Christian and you just kind of have tacked God onto your life and want Him to bless it and make it all good, your thinking is all wrong. You need to put God first and then live the kind of life that would please Him. And if you're doing things that you know don't please Him, then you need to ask Him to help you have the strength to get rid of those things in your life.
Hebrews 11:6 says, God is a rewarder of those that diligently seek Him. Notice who God rewards. Not people that half-heartedly seek Him, people that just think about Him on Sundays, people that just pray once a week. No, God rewards people like you that get up every morning and thank Him for His goodness. People that go through the day meditating on His promises. People that acknowledge Him in all of their ways.
You can keep God first by seeking His guidance on everything. Proverbs 3 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and mind and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him and He will direct your steps. Even if you start out every day, say, God, I need your guidance today in everything that I do. Sometimes if you're going to make a decision, just take a few minutes, get by yourself for a few minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and just quiet your mind and see what your heart is saying.
If you'll acknowledge God before you go into that meeting, 10 seconds under your breath, God, give me your favor. God, I need your blessing. That meeting will go better. God will give you the words to speak. He'll give you ideas, creativity. He can even cause those people to like you. Jesus put it this way, without me, you can do nothing. He was saying, without inviting me into every area of your life, that day is not going to be what it could have been. We should live with this attitude. God, I realize this day is not going to be as productive, as successful, nor as easy without your blessing and your favor. So I'm going to make it a priority to acknowledge you in all of my ways.
You know, so many people today complain about their schedule. They complain about not having any time and what everybody expects out of them. But you need to start your day with God. Even if it's 5 minutes in the bathroom, you need to start your day with God.
Everything's so busy, hectic, noisy these days. But when you get quiet and say, God, I love you today. Lord, thank you for my life, my family, my dreams. Lord, I realize every good thing comes from you. That's what's going to keep you strong. Jesus said, I am the living water. If you drink of me, you'll never thirst again. During the day, things come against you. It's easy to get upset, maybe stressed out. You need to take a 2-minute break and go drink of the living water. Get quiet and say, God, I need you. I'm asking you, God, help me to stay strong. Help me to stay in peace. When you do that, you're taking a drink. You're strengthening your inner man.
Whatever you put your time into, whatever you put the most of your time into, that is the thing that is the most important to you. Let me say it again. Whatever you put your time into, the more time you put into something, the more important it is to you.
When you acknowledge God, that's a sign of humility. You're saying, God, I know you created the whole universe. You flung the stars into space. You tell every raindrop where to fall. I'm not here by accident. You breathed your life into me. You made me in your image. You crowned me with your favor. Now, God, I can't do this without you. I can't make it on my own. I need you in my life. When you show that kind of dependency on God, there is nothing He won't do for you. God will move heaven and earth to get you to where you're supposed to be.